Hello, I'm Kiwi. I'm currently homeless and I've just finished filming all the bits I need for this video you're about to watch. I'm currently sat on the Mediterranean coast in a little makeshift home that I've created for myself, which will be in the video. Also done a bit of fishing, and it shows my previous night, maybe 2 nights. I've not decided which ones to edit in yet. Might be 2 of them, might be just 1 of them. Previous setups that I've done as well. But thanks to YouTube income, I can freely cycle wherever I like. This is my steed that I use, fully loaded. That keeps me mobile. Sit back, get yourself a cup of tea. Cup of tea is always a must. Enjoy. Packing up again. Again, this is Groundhog Day. Always seem to be packing up. So about 3.5 years ago, I was technically made homeless whilst I was living in London. I still had my full-time job at that stage, but the landlord did the dirty on me and I ended up on the streets, nowhere to go, whilst still working full-time. I managed to keep my job for a further month to 6 weeks, I think it was, where then work decided they didn't want a smelly homeless person working with them and manufactured a way to get rid. Successfully too, I might add. That put me in a pretty dire situation, but luckily, with having a head on my shoulders and not having any addictions or dependent on alcohol, drugs, anything like that, plus the added bonus of having all my faculties with me, I made do to make my situation comfortable. And it wasn't too long after that, a good friend of mine suggested that I start recording my travels or my escapades, as it were. I found myself not wanting to stay in the same place more than one night, so I was travelling all around London, setting up different kip spots through the night, to the point that he said, mate, you should film these and put them on YouTube, which is exactly what I did. And it wasn't too long after that I got monetized, and I had a couple of videos do really well. This is what I'm doing now. I do not get any benefits from the government. I am fully self-supported via my YouTube income, and it's not enough to, it's definitely not a life-changing amount. I've settled into a comfortable rhythm now. I have had 2 videos that have done really well, netting me approximately about £600 to £700 a piece since my YouTube has been live since August of last year. And it's with the help of you guys watching my videos that make all that possible. And one thing that does really help is the longevity of your watch. If you give it the thumbs up, if you give it a share, if you give it a hype, all those things tell the algorithm that it's worth watching, and it pushes it out there that little bit more. Thanks guys, appreciate you being here. This is a Monday morning, and unbeknown to me at this time, Mondays in France are basically just shut up, dead. It's a dead end in France on a Monday. So I'm just packing up in the morning, and this is the one of 2 spots prior to getting over onto the coast. This is a little cafe in a local park that I'd spied the day before. Just waiting to use these toilets here. They are for the use of the people that berth in the marina. They're really nice, clean, real good hot water as well, so I can have a good wash. The library is closed today, unfortunately. It doesn't open until 2:30 tomorrow afternoon. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do today. I still haven't had breakfast, so I need to go and get some food from somewhere. I might just go straight to cooking up the ground beef with the bolognese sauce and get some of that It's like a flat pasta that comes in like a loosely dried ball. You get them in like packets of 6. That's where I've got my eye, and I saw someone on YouTube the other day cooking with them, and it'd be ideal. Something like that, easy to cook, quick to cook, and it goes well with bolognese as well. So that's probably what I'm going to be doing. I'll get me personal sorted first, and we're going to do that. Going to my outlook for lunch. I've chosen what appears to be quite a rundown but still habitable block of dwellings. Definitely not holiday apartments, I'd say. It's quite... looks, I don't know, it's weird. I'll show you what I managed to get as a haul from the supermarket for this. Food in France quite expensive. I was quite amazed that it came to this, but the meat was quite pricey. Nearly €10 for 700 grams of mince. So there you have it. Got some tagliatelle, a hard block of parmesan, 650 grams of beef with 20% fat. That was a full baguette, but I've eaten some already. 2 boxes of sort of breakfast bar, muesli bars, just snacky stuff. I had to replace my bottle of olive oil and a jar of bolognese. All that, €28. Okay, so we've got the pasta underway and a very underperforming jet boil. It's a jet boil that refuses to jet these days. I'm not sure why. If any of you guys know why it does this now and not actually jet, please let me know. I would love to be able to fix it. It's been quite a nice little system, is that? We're looking good. One thing I really miss, besides having access to a comfy chair, is the use of a fully equipped kitchen. I love to cook, and whenever I get the chance, like right now, then I will relish the time and really get stuck into it. We're looking quite tasty. I'm just going to let that simmer down. I'll probably put the low heat on that with these little converters here for the spirit burners. I just knock that off to the side, and it takes the jet away from around the edge. I'll put it on a low heat and let that just simmer away, soaking up the flavour whilst I wait for the pasta to be ready. Not so bad, if I may say so. Quite tasty. Certainly going to go down a treat as well. It's one of the first proper meals I've had for a few days, so let me enjoy. I seem to have hit a patch of bad luck the last couple of days. In no particular order, I have lost my tent pegs, lost my paracord, got a puncture on my bike, lost access to my second editing and navigation phone, snapped my new rod that I've ended up taking back and getting a replacement for, broke the zip on my hip bag, which is in to be repaired, had a care package that was delivered to the post office refused and sent back to sender, ripped my DD 4x4 tarp, and I'm sure there's some other things, but that's just everything off the top of my head with nothing written down or remembered. But despite all that, I'm still joyous. I'm still enjoying life, and I'm loving what I'm doing at the moment, and I could not ask to be in a better place with beautiful weather and the support from you guys in this little community we've got going on YouTube. Mondays in France, the whole country is closed. It's very quiet. There's no one around. And there's cobwebs between the shutter and the frame here, so I know it's not been opened for a long while. And there's cobwebs connecting the bottom of the shutter to the floor, and the one above it and the one above that has shutters closed as well. Right on the seafront here. It's stopped raining. It is a dank, overcast day, very quiet. Slight offshore wind. I'm just going to chill here, and I'll probably end up sleeping here as well, I think. There's no one around. And I'm feeling pretty tired now after that food I've just had, so I'm trying to get some. I've just got to upload a short to Facebook and YouTube, and then I might see if I can get some shut-eye, providing I don't get arrested. Ooh. Providing I don't get arrested for being on private property. Don't know. Anyway. Stealth mode acquired. Well, that's another night survived out in the wild. Yeah, I've checked the last part of my track that I did yesterday. No sign as yet. Currently on the southern coast of France, just off Montpellier, and I'm going to situate myself on this coastal region here for a couple of days. You can see it's quite beautiful. To do this, I'm going to build myself a little structure just around here. It's right on the coast. We've got the ocean right there. I mean, hey, that's not too bad, is it? It's all good, all good. So let's get into building my temporary home by the sea. There you have it, folks. Simple and effective. Keep my stuff in the shade, my food, my water, a couple of bottles of beer to chill. It's a wee busy spot. So I've made myself some steps here, just roughly, so I can get up and down, because walking up and down these pebbles, oh hi, hey, a bit hard on the old feet sometimes. Just want to take this moment as well to thank everyone on Patreon, all the members of the Kiwi crew, the street survivors. Appreciate every one of you being there. It's a nice little community we've got going on over there. Extra content that I have that doesn't really align with what YouTube does for me. So if you want to jump over there, have a nosy. There'll be a link in the description. And again, thanks to these people here. Appreciate you all. Right, well, as soon as I don't have fish for breakfast, I'm going to get stuck in now to my minced potatoes. Thank you, every one of you, for dropping by and paying a visit. Stay sane, stay beautiful, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for staying, people. Don't forget, if you've made it this far as well, give it a thumbs up. Give it a share. Share it to your Facebook, share it on your WhatsApp. As long as that link that you share gets clicked and comes back to YouTube, that helps a load. Give it a hype as well if you can. Appreciate every single one of you. Stay beautiful, stay sane, and we'll see you on the next one.